I'm just frustrated by those who make me feel excluded. I'm very frustrated by those who make me feel excluded. Because it's real. People who try to take enjoying nature away from us just because of that.
Please stop. Sorry, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Dara Wilson is a black birder like Chris Cooper.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to me.
I'm taking pictures and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Chris Cooper took this now viral video on Memorial Day.
Excuse me?
He had been birding in Central Park when he asked this woman to leash her dog, per the park's rules. When she started threatening him, he started recording her.
There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear breathing. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
In the aftermath of this video, black nature lovers and STEM professionals came forward in a major way to share their stories. Today, Dara is sharing hers.
It's a rubbing blackbird. There are egrets in the distance.
Dara is taking us birding on Lake Jackson, near her home.
I know they're not the actual apple snails, but
Gotcha. Those are the pink eggs. The Lincolns eat them anyway, so.
yeah, they do.
Dara fell in love with nature in her early 20s.
I was in the humanitarian field doing stuff in Honduras, but that was too real for me. It was too much on my heart. So then I found myself in Bolivia walking cats in a wildlife refuge. Did that for a few summers. Ended up in the Republic of Panama immediately after I graduated college, working on amphibian conservation communications. So frogs, and then birds. Because my roommate was named Henry Pollock, University of Illinois. He was an ornithologist and he just took me under his wing. He just fostered that appreciation and that love. Took me bird banding, all of that.
In Panama, Dara found people to foster her love of nature and teach her. But she has struggled to find someone to fill that role in Tallahassee.
Going back to like mentorship, oh boy. Like when I said like I'm alone a lot, I'd reach out to people. Hey, can we go on a walk? I want to learn this. I want to learn that. Let me see, gulls, sandpipes, hawks. I have a lot of field guides, for example. I have a lot of field guides. I've heard that be used against me. Like, oh, you have so many books. You should know all this. Mm-hmm. It's like I have so many books because I don't have help. The people who I'm reaching out to, I see them extending that hand of mentorship, fostering, helping lift other people up to others who maybe necessarily don't look like me. It feels like a slap in the face. I'm frustrated by people who need to be speaking up more, actually, to be honest. I need people to speak up more on my behalf. If I'm being bullied and a friend is standing next to me and they see me being bullied, they're not my friend if they see it happening and they just let it happen.
What's back in the box? Lake Jackson has no shortage of flora and fauna for us to enjoy. But many people of color don't have easy access to this kind of outdoor space.
The idea of access, when we talk about spaces and public spaces and who's allowed where or who feels comfortable where can we go? What is immediately accessible to us? Like, I'm incredibly privileged to be in like this spot right here, this space, like this very beautiful space. Not everybody has access to spaces.
For many people, Tallahassee city parks are an important source of outdoor recreation. One urban park, built around a retention pond, has become a wildlife hotspot.
I'm super proud of our local Apalachee chapter of Audubon Society. I'm super proud of all the work that our chapter has done at Lake Elberta, and I say we because I sit on our local chapter board. What was it? Erected a purple martin housing. It also erected interpretive signs, installing native planting beds. It just shows an amount of care that I haven't seen in other programs that makes me, as a Black outdoor enthusiast, it makes me legitimately proud. It just goes to show what collaborations do, what can be achieved and what can be done when we have a goal in mind and when we are all working together to achieve this goal. I feel hopeful. I feel hopeful.
For WFSU, I'm Rob Diaz de Villegas.